and welcome to the Silver Bulletin Highlight Show presented by Lantern TV. I'm Brian Nelson, and now let's take a look at some of the highlight plays from today's game against Michigan.
On the Buckeyes' first offensive series, J.K. Dobbins finds the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run to cap off a 75-yard drive. And on the next offensive series, Justin Fields finds Chris Olave on a 57-yard touchdown pass to put the Buckeyes up 14-6. Next up, we have Fields finding Garrett Wilson for a 41-yard reception to set the Buckeyes up inside the red zone early in the second quarter. Then J.K. Dobbins caps off the series with a 6-yard touchdown run, his second of the night. On the next series, Fields connects with Garrett Wilson on another long reception. This time the pass goes for 47 yards, putting the Buckeyes inside the Wolverines' 10-yard line. And J.K. Dobbins caps off a hat trick, finding the end zone for his third touchdown of the night. The score would put the Buckeyes up 28-13 with 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And to start off the second half, we have Fields finding K.J. Hill for a 6-yard touchdown pass. This would be Fields' second touchdown of the night.
Ohio State touchdown, Justin Fields.
Next up, we have Jonathan Cooper and Baron Browning combining on a sack, forcing Michigan to punt. Then Fields connects with Garrett Wilson in the back of the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown pass to extend the Buckeyes' lead to 42-16. And early in the fourth quarter, Fields finds Austin Mack, who runs it in for a 16-yard touchdown reception. The score would be Fields' fourth touchdown pass of the night. And lastly, we have J.K. Dobbins capping off a Buckeyes 56-27 victory with his fourth touchdown run of the night as Ohio State improves to 12-0 on the season.
And we are back. Ohio State just defeated Michigan 56-27. And with me, I have our sports editors, Andy Anders and Griffin Strom. Now, Andy, I'm going to go to you for this first question. J.K. Dobbins, he's been having an incredible season, but really just today turned it up and just had, I don't know if it can be considered a breakout performance, but just a star performance. What is your take?
I think he rode his ticket to New York, Brian. 211 yards, 4 touchdowns, both career highs. Really just the offensive line performance, too, though, opened up some great lanes for him. And then once he got to the second level, was able to make defenders some tremendous cutbacks. You know, sometimes he'd hit the initial hole. It wouldn't be there. He'd just cut it back to the right side and go. For some big chunk plays and some important plays in this game, too. Set the tone both for Ohio State's first quarter offense and for their third quarter offense. You know, he had the first big play of each half for the Ohio State offense, and I think really a big factor of why Ohio State won, him and the offensive line.
Okay. And Griffin, we saw Justin Fields go down on that one play, and I think everyone, Ohio State fan, just like stopped breathing for a couple seconds. But really, he came back and immediately made that huge pass to Garrett Wilson, and overall just had an amazing game. What is your thoughts on how he played?
Yeah, Brian, Andy talked about Dobbins punching himself a ticket to New York. Another guy who had maybe a Heisman moment today was Justin Fields. He did get off to a bit of a shaky start. I think he was 3 for 9 to start the game. And then you saw him go down there in the the third quarter, and it really looked like he had like a torn ACL or something. I'm not gonna lie. He was really wincing in pain, writhing around on the ground. Went to the medical tent. I think all of us were thinking that he was done for the day, maybe even the season. However, just like 7 plays later, maybe after Chugs took the field, Fields comes running back on with a giant brace on his leg. And on the first play, he scrambles to his left, heaves one into the end zone, and makes just a miraculous throw to Garrett Wilson in the left corner of the end zone there. And at that point, it started to wrap up a little bit. Michigan had a late run, but that was really the moment that started to really end it. And Fields had 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. Besides that shaky start, another phenomenal game for Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm. And Andy, the defense got off to a bit of a shaky start, and Shea Patterson had really had a nice game in the first half. But come second half, Ohio State made some adjustments that really shut down Michigan's offense. What is your take on how they played overall?
Well, I think the defense really just missed Sean Wade in the beginning of this game. Michigan made a lot of plays through the air in this one. Shea Patterson had more passing yards in the first half than Ohio State has given up to a quarterback in an entire game this season. But the second half, they adjusted through some different looks at the Michigan offense. I think played a lot more kind of the middle area of the field where Michigan was tearing them up underneath. Warner, there was a pass up the left sideline that Michigan gained 40 yards on in the first half, and Warner broke it up for an incomplete pass. I think really the adjustments allowed Ohio State to take control of this game with some good defense.
Okay. And that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much for watching the Silver Bulletin presented by Lantern TV. Stay tuned for next week when we'll be covering the Big Ten Championship. Thanks for watching.